going to talk more about this tomorrow on the channel. But guys, Kelsey Plum did speak to the media. This is what she had to say. Roll the footage.
And Azure, we're coming to you live from the Watch Me Sports Bar here in Long Beach, California. A quick question for you, Coach. In those last minutes, we saw Mercedes Russell playing some defense. Can you talk about the strategy there? And then after you're done, we'll have one more question here.
Yeah, I thought, down the stretch when they needed to score, Boston was being super aggressive and physical, just kind of lowering her shoulder.
The Indiana Fever experienced another challenging finish during their recent matchup, continuing a pattern of struggles in crucial moments. This marks yet another contest where the team failed to secure a victory despite having opportunities to close out the game successfully. The recurring theme of fourth-quarter difficulties has become a significant concern for the franchise. Regardless of having talented players on the roster, the inability to finish games remains a persistent issue that requires immediate attention from coaching staff and players alike. Following the contest, team representatives addressed media members with their thoughts on the game's conclusion and overall performance.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, we're going to lose games. But, like, we lost to the Sparks. We lost to the Sparks. I predicted us to win. Lads, people call me negative, but based on my predictions, the Fever, I'm not joking when I say this. Based on my predictions, the Fever should be 10-8, not 9-9. The Valkyries are coming back against the Minnesota Lynx.
When questioned about late-game defensive adjustments, particularly regarding Mercedes Russell's involvement, the coaching staff explained their tactical decisions. They noted that with Boston displaying aggressive offensive play and another key player accumulating foul trouble, strategic substitutions became necessary. The decision to utilize a larger defender proved effective in containing the opposition's primary scoring threat while managing foul situations that could have impacted overtime scenarios. Team members discussed their ability to respond after previous disappointments. They emphasized how the squad managed to withstand opponent scoring runs rather than allowing complete momentum shifts. The focus remained on demonstrating growth and maturity when facing adversity during crucial stretches.
Boston was being super aggressive and physical, just kind of lowering her shoulder, and Dearica also had 5 fouls. So we wanted to put, somebody bigger on AB, and I thought she did a tremendous job. Not that Dearica couldn't, but we couldn't risk Dee getting her 5th foul or 6th foul if it went to overtime or whatever. So it was a defense for offense, and I thought Sadie's did a tremendous job.
Okay, this one is for you, Jackie with Jackie Ray TV. Coaches talked a lot about whether it's a bad play or a bad game, no matter what.
Players highlighted contributions from multiple teammates, noting clutch performances and steady play throughout the contest. The collective effort and shared responsibility in critical moments represented positive development for the organization. Statistical analysis revealed that approximately 95% of field goal attempts came from high-percentage areas, either paint shots or three-point attempts. This approach aligns with season-long offensive philosophy emphasizing shot quality over quantity. Team representatives acknowledged the coaching emphasis on smart shot selection and ball movement. The evening's performance showcased improved distribution, with multiple players contributing meaningfully to the offensive output.
The Valkyries are coming back against the Minnesota Lynx. The Valkyries are coming back. We're going further away. We are 9-9 on the season. We have not been 2 games over 500 since the last 2 games of last season. Like, it's getting ridiculous. We got cooked by the 16th best guard in the league for 20. We got cooked by the 16th best guard in the league. Like, we got cooked by Azure Stephen.
Significant improvement appeared in ball security, with only 8 turnovers recorded during the contest. This reduction in mistakes proved crucial against a physically demanding defensive opponent known for creating pressure and forcing errors. The coaching staff praised the team's composure, particularly when facing an 8-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Instead of panic, players maintained focus and executed their system effectively. Specific attention was given to defensive matchups against elite offensive players. The challenge of defending quick, skilled guards required various approaches and constant adjustment. While perfection wasn't achieved, the effort and attention to detail in defensive schemes showed promise.
Whether it's a bad play or a bad game, no matter what, you have to turn the page. How do you feel the team as a whole, and for you personally, turn the page tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did just that. Obviously, we felt like we let the New York game kind of get away from us in that third quarter, and I mean, I think Indiana went on runs tonight, and we withstood them. And so it's just growth. It's growth. I'm proud of the team for not just sort of disintegrating when they went on their run. We just found a way to come back and punch it right back at them, and just made like tough plays at the end. You know, Rakia was really great.
Multiple defensive stops and forced turnovers demonstrated improved communication and team defensive concepts. 4 players reached double-figure scoring, with shot attempts distributed evenly among primary contributors. This balanced approach creates difficulty for opposing scouts and defenses when preparing game plans. Even players with fewer scoring opportunities contributed through rebounding, assists, and timely shots during important possessions. The diverse contributions beyond scoring statistics proved valuable in securing the victory. Late-game strategy emphasized attacking the basket and drawing fouls, particularly after entering bonus situations. 23 free throw attempts reflected successful execution of this approach, though shooting percentage from the line requires improvement.
Azare Stevens. We got cooked by the myths that are Dearica Hamby and Rakia Jackson. We just kept giving Rakia Jackson open layups. Like, I don't understand what we were doing. Like, I don't. What?
The aggressive mentality and attacking defenses created pressure on opponents and officials while generating high-percentage scoring opportunities. Players emphasized the importance of staying united during challenging moments, including questionable officiating decisions. This togetherness represents maturity and building chemistry essential for sustained success. The ability to respond positively in close games demonstrates development in mental toughness and competitive character. Building this foundation requires consistent effort and experience in pressure situations. Critical defensive stops in final minutes, including key rebounds and forced misses, proved decisive in the outcome. Individual defensive efforts, particularly from overlooked contributors, earned recognition for their game-changing impact.
Great at the end, just coming through with that clutch and one play, and KP was steady all game, D was steady all game, Julie had some big plays. Everybody came in and played well, so I'm just proud of us for fighting back and bouncing back after the New York loss.
Justin, you're up.
This is for any of you three. 62 of your guys' 65 shots tonight were either in the paint or threes. It's been a theme all year. I believe 93% of your guys' shots are just in those two areas. Is this the way, like, tonight?
The combination of smart positioning, physical play, and timely execution created the defensive foundation necessary for victory. The team faces continued challenges with upcoming opponents, requiring consistent preparation and execution. Building upon positive performances while addressing ongoing weaknesses remains the focus for future contests.
I don't. What was the defense? All it is about the defense. What was the defense? What was the defense? Like, all they did was blitz Kelsey Plum. They soft blitzed her. And then once she was able to unload the ball, once she was able to pass the ball, gave up an open layup. It was one of the worst. It was a horrendous defensive possession. Horrendous defense down the stretch. Kelsey.
The emphasis on maintaining competitive spirit and team unity will be essential as the season progresses and games become increasingly important for playoff positioning. The situation remains troubling for Indiana's basketball fortunes. The pattern continues to emerge with devastating consistency. The Indiana Fever organization has transformed into the professional women's basketball equivalent of catastrophic collapses, witnessing yet another final period advantage dissolve into disappointment. Following impressive performances against Las Vegas and Minnesota that resembled championship-level intensity, this latest setback stings particularly deeply.
Are just in those two areas. Is this the way, like tonight, that you see that the offense can work when you guys are taking the high efficiency area shots that you're looking for?
It's a softball for me. I'm not going to answer
For sure. I mean, coach has emphasized it all year, just shot quality. And, I thought tonight we did a really good job moving the ball. It's super evenly distributed in field goals, which is what we want. We want everyone to be a threat. We want everyone to be firing on all cylinders.
Regular season defeats happen naturally in professional sports competition. Teams expect occasional losses throughout lengthy campaigns. However, falling to Los Angeles presents a different category of disappointment entirely. Statistical projections suggested Indiana should currently hold a 10-8 record rather than their actual 9-9 standing. Golden State continues mounting comebacks against Minnesota opponents, while Indianapolis moves in the opposite direction.
This defense down the stretch. Kelsey wasn't going to win the game by herself. But all that they did with the blitzing was allow everybody else to do it for them. Like, Sophie Cunningham was fantastic in that down the stretch in that game. She got an and one. She got a majorly clutch and one to give them a lead. And then gets pulled for 2 minutes because Lexi, who was stinking it up, no offense to Lexi.
The franchise sits at .500 after 18 contests. The organization hasn't maintained a 2-game winning streak above break-even since the previous campaign's final matchups. The defensive breakdowns have reached absurd proportion. Los Angeles' 16th ranked backcourt player dominated for 20 minutes of action. Stevens controlled the tempo while supporting cast members like Hamby and Jackson received countless uncontested scoring opportunities near the basket.
To be firing on all cylinders, and like Z said, it was cool tonight. Everyone kind of took turns in picking their spots, and Z hit some big shots, Rakia hit some big shots, and it was a great team win.
Ray?
Hey, Coach, it's Ray Wright from the Spring Tribune. Only 8 turnovers today. They talk about the improved ball movement today.
Yeah, and 7 actual ones, and then the other one I think was
The defensive strategy appeared non-existent throughout crucial moments. The game plan involved trapping Plum aggressively, yet once she distributed the basketball, teammates found themselves with wide-open pathways to easy baskets. The execution represented some of the most poorly coordinated defensive sequences witnessed all season. Plum alone couldn't secure victory for her squad, but the aggressive trapping strategy enabled every other player to contribute significantly.
Who was stinking it up, no offense to Lexi, to get her back in the game. Kelsey Mitchell, fair enough. Some of her shots just didn't. 19 or 17 points is fine. Aaliyah was fine today. Sorry, Aaliyah was good. Natasha Howard I thought was really good. I thought Michaela Timpson was really good. Colson was fine despite the loss. Ari McDonald just got cooked. Like, I want these assist to turnover ratio people to come out now. Ari McDonald, 8 assists to 1.
Cunningham delivered exceptional performance during crunch time, converting a crucial 3-point play to establish Los Angeles' advantage. Despite her clutch contributions, coaching decisions removed her from action for 2 minutes, while struggling players returned to the rotation. Mitchell's shooting performance yielded 17 points on 19 attempts, representing adequate production. Boston played solidly throughout the contest, while Harold and Simpson both contributed positively. Collier maintained decent statistics despite the defeat. McDonald's performance proved particularly disappointing. Statistical analysts frequently praise assist-to-turnover ratios, yet McDonald's 8 assists and single turnover couldn't mask her overall struggles. She fouled out while being outplayed by Plum and converted only 2 of 9 field goal attempts, including the potential game-winning opportunity in the final seconds.
7 actual ones, and then the other one I think was a 32nd or something. I don't know. That's a great job, and that's something that has been hurting us a little bit. And Indiana's incredibly physical defensively, and they're active and all the things. And for us to just only have 7 giveaways like that is really improvement. And 22 assists. I'm proud of our team for that. And just like we were down 8 in the fourth quarter, and our players didn't flinch, and that's the sign of.
The double defeat against Los Angeles carries additional sting. Chicago managed to defeat this same Los Angeles squad twice during the current season. Indianapolis lost to an organization that fell to Chicago on multiple occasions. The franchise hasn't defeated any team featuring Plum in 24 months. Without Clark in the lineup, victories against competitive opponents remain elusive, while the Fever organization maintains potential for playoff positioning around the 8th or 9th seed upon Clark's return. Los Angeles' overall quality remains questionable. The Sparks have secured victory in merely 2 clutch situations across 9 opportunities this season, holding a 2-7 record in close contests. Both clutch victories came against Indianapolis specifically.
Now, I want these assist to turnover ratio people to come out. Ari McDonald, 8 assists to 1 turnover. Gets fouled out of the game, gets cooked by Kelsey Plum, and goes 2 of 9 from the field, including missing the game-tying shot. Not even game-tying, the game-winning shot. Like, the game-winning shot. We lost to the Sparks twice! Not even the Sky lost to the Sparks! Not even the Sky!
The comparison resembles Washington's basketball struggles earlier this season. The Wizards started 2-15 while losing contests by 15-point margins on average. Yet both victories came against Atlanta. Similar patterns of inexplicable matchup difficulties plague Indianapolis' current campaign. Close game execution continues plaguing the organization regardless of roster composition. The only narrow victories came against Dallas, where opponent mistakes proved decisive, and Atlanta during the season's opening stretch. Whether Clark participates or not, tight contests remain problematic for Indianapolis.
And our players didn't flinch, and that's the sign of, toughness and playing to win and not, just next play mentality. So there's a lot of positives there, but 7 turnovers for me is a big one, and being down 8 in the 4th and just not panicking and not getting discouraged. That's how you win games.
Let's go to Andrew Jones.
Joshua, before I ask the question of KC, Coach, is your head on tape? Because Richard hand right there.
I saw that.
The frustration builds exponentially with each collapse. Last season's team demonstrated remarkable clutch performance after the initial 10-game adjustment period. Excluding one significant loss to Chicago, the squad consistently delivered in pressure situations. The current season presents a stark contrast. Indianapolis holds a 3-7 record in crunch time situations. One victory required overcoming a 17-point deficit against Washington. 2 additional wins came after surrendering 20-point leads before barely maintaining advantages. The pattern of surrendering substantial leads before scrambling to preserve victories has become disturbingly routine.
Not even the Sky! Not even the Sky! The Sky beat this team twice! The Sky! What are we doing? We lost to a team that lost to the Chicago Sky! Twice! We haven't beat a team with Kelsey.
The inability to secure close contests demands immediate attention and resolution. The organization's current trajectory suggests deeper systemic issues requiring comprehensive evaluation and strategic adjustments.